So my name's Dave Donaldson. I'm the current Deputy Mayor of Rotorua, and my involvement with mountain biking dates back to '94 when I was involved with the club as a secretary and then club president for a few years. Additional to that, I was a trustee, founding trustee on the Homer Cycling Charitable Trust that built the new velodrome in Cambridge, trustee on the Rotorua Bike Festival, and I'm the chairman of the board for Crankworks Rotorua. Over the years, the land ownership of Rotorua Forest has changed, so the people who own the cutting rights for the trees, the Crown Forest Licence as it's known, that changed hands a number of times. We had to build new relationships with the forest managers. Then in 2008, the land was returned to the local iwi, or the local Maori tribes, under a Treaty of Waitangi settlement agreement. And so we sort of quickly realised the need to have relationships with those tribes. And I think we were going there anyway, because when it came to establishing trails in the native forests and the Department of Conservation estate, it was important, and DOC insisted that we consult with the Maori, who have an acknowledged kaitiangi or guardianship role. So kaitiakitanga is a really strong value within Maoridom. And so, yeah, we just worked hard on those relationships, and it's paid off in terms of access to build trails and, just ride our bikes. This current council that I'm involved with, or a member of for this term, have developed a new partnership with Te Aroha. So we've established a new Maori board that's just been elected, and they will have 2 members on our key council committees with voting rights. So that's strengthened the relationship with Maori. The other phenomenon that's happening is the rise of the Maori economy. So a lot of the historic treaty grievances have been settled, and with that has come cash payments, significant cash payments to the tribal entities, and so they're big investors in our economy now, and they can see the value in mountain biking to our economy. Well, particularly the accommodation sector are realising at a rapidly growing rate that they need to accommodate the mountain biker. So you're getting secure bike storage, mountain bike washing facilities. The airport's got a bike stand where you can assemble your bike when you come off the plane, put it together and ride to town. And the great thing about Rotorua is both the Skyline Gravity Park and the Rotorua trails are just a warm-up ride from all the accommodation in the centre of town. And so you don't need a rental car when you get there. You just arrive by shuttle or by plane, put your bike together, and there's your transport and your entertainment. And yeah, it's just that sweet spot, really. Yeah. So we're continuing the focus on building iconic trails, and that's seen the establishment this year of the Rotorua Trails Trust, which is a charitable entity, so it can fundraise from a number of sources, and they'll build trails for not only mountain biking but for running. So, the Tarawera Ultra Marathon as an example, a 100-kilometre running race between Rotorua and Kawerau. We're looking at perhaps establishing that as a shared use cycling and running trail, and the Trails Trust will spearhead that activity. So continued focus on developing trails, delivering excellent events. So we want to deliver Crankworks to the highest level possible. It just gives us amazing exposure around the globe as a mountain biking destination, and it's good for mountain biking in general, because it just creates a buzz and it gets a lot more people on bikes, and we've seen that in our community. It's just mountain biking is such a cool thing to do. Well, I mean, I love Rotorua because I've always loved Rotorua because of its natural beauty, and that's, Queenstown gets all the front pages when it comes to New Zealand tourism with those spectacular peaks and that alpine scenery. But Rotorua, with its geothermal landscape, with its lakes and forests, is a special place. It's very central. We're 3 hours drive from half the country's population, So, you know, you'll see cars loaded with mountain bikes heading into Rotorua and out of Rotorua every weekend because we're so accessible. And what I love about Rotorua is it's a real friendly place. It's easy to get to anywhere in Rotorua. You know, I can leave home and be in single track in 60 seconds. I can be in town for a meeting in 10 minutes in car or 20 minutes on the bike. So it's just an easy, friendly, cool place to live.